7:47, two missing episodes of Doctor Who, which haven't been seen since they were broadcast more than 60 years ago, have now been found.
They star William Hartnell as the Doctor, and he's up against his arch-enemy, the Daleks.
The series also starred Peter Purves before he became a Blue Peter presenter. Our reporter Simon Ward was with Peter as he watched one he made earlier.
In 1965, William Hartnell was starring as the first Doctor Who. Two missing episodes have now been recovered from the estate of a collector by Film is Fabulous, a Leicester-based film charity.
Here at the Phoenix Cinema in Leicester, the actor Peter Purves thinks he's coming here to talk about making television in the 1960s. In fact, he's going to get a surprise viewing of the missing Doctor Who episodes that he starred in.
It's episode 1 of the Daleks master plan.
Oh, you're kidding.
Which nobody has seen since it was aired for the one and only time.
Oh, boy.
So I'm really sorry, but I thought that would be an OK lie.
Oh, it's a perfect lie. I'm absolutely thrilled.
Makes your eyes feel strange even with these on. It's like looking into the sun for too long.
Oh, don't complain, young man. You're a very privileged person. You realise that very few people have seen this in this universe?
All right, Doctor, but now we've got it, what are we going to do with it?
The two episodes are part of a 12-part series called The Daleks Master Plan, with the Doctor up against his famous enemy. 5 of the 12 parts now exist.
It was very like doing weekly repertory, because we did an episode of the programme of Doctor Who each week. So in a year, I did 46 episodes. It was great fun, and it was great to be doing a series that was hugely popular.
Professor Justin Smith from De Montfort University is also from the charity which has secured the lost Doctor Who's.
It was a period in British cinema and television of great excitement and innovation, I think, in British sci-fi, and you know it somehow tied into the sort of futuristic spirit, if you like, of the 1960s.
I've been wishing I could see The Nightmare Begins for the first time. I saw its name on a list of missing episodes of Doctor Who for 30 years, and I'm not afraid to admit that sometimes I go to sleep imagining finding Doctor Who episodes at car boot sales and stuff like that. It really is, they really are the sort of holy grail.
The 2 episodes are now back in the BBC archives and are due to be available to watch on the iPlayer from the 4th of April. Simon Ward, BBC News, Leicester.
I wasn't expecting that.
Does it still give you the willies?
Can we do it again? Can we make the noise again? It's one of those sounds, isn't it? Takes you right there.
It was a house key down a piano wire.
Was it?
Yeah, slowed down by a BBC Radiophonics Workshop genius called
what,
Brian
a house key down a
Piano wire.
yeah.
Just made that noise.
And then slowed down and refracted and all the magic.
Great trivia. Toby, you were there at the screening. Peter Purves obviously knew he'd been in Doctor Who, he hadn't forgotten, but he thought that there was no evidence of it, and he didn't know he was going to see it.
I've been lying to a national treasure for about 2 weeks because he knew because this stuff couldn't get out because these things are, involve a lot of meticulous planning, and so I'd lured Peter to Leicester. He thought he was going to be addressing some people about how they made television in the 1960s and watching a couple of episodes from the archive. And so it was. You saw it. It was when he got there. I told him there was one, and he was really excited, and he watched one, and then when he'd watched that one, I said, Peter, I promise I'm never going to lie to you again, but we've got another one.
And what kind of impact did it have on him?
He was really moved. He was really excited because these things were supposed to be lost forever, and also it's about reconnecting with his past, and he's very proud of Doctor Who. He's really good in it as well. We forget, because we know him as a presenter. He's a great dramatic actor, and he quite often, he's the de facto lead of Doctor Who sometimes in the 60s, because William Hartnell would be on holiday or not be doing very much, and he's really good in it, Peter, and it was so great. He'd had a long journey. He came in and he was quite tired, and by the end of the day he was rosy-cheeked and 6 foot tall, and he was, he's absolutely delighted.
How long were the episodes?
25 minutes, give or
Different
take.
now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, they were really short and sharp, and left you wanting for more, didn't they?
Yeah. Although, and they start rehearsing them on the Monday camera rehearsed them on the Friday, do it in one evening, went out 2 weeks later.
We are used to, Doctor Who included, lots of things being very sophisticated now in terms of effects and whatever. I dare say in those days, Peter Purves would have told stories of business on set. I mean, it must have been quite basic.
Well, I mean, only through the modern lens. I mean, Doctor Who was made by, you know, bright young things back in the day, and actually what stands out about these is they're directed by a guy called Douglas Camfield, who went on to have a great career, but he died quite young. But the way he moves the camera, considering the sort of primitive nature of it, and television not that long earlier had been basically like a theatre with 3 cameras stuck in front of it, but he gets the cameras going through the sets, he moves them around the Daleks, and it's for the time they're really innovative.
Which is why we were all terrified.
Yeah.
Because we were.
Yeah, and why they made an impact, and why, you know, I'd love to make something now that people were still excited about in 60 years' time, you know.
How did these episodes get lost? I thought like the archive is a very organised place. Having been in many archives in television corporations, they are strict about maintaining everything. So what happened?
Thereby hangs a tale. And but television was ephemeral at that time. It went out. People didn't have home videos. The repeats were sort of verboten because the actors' unions were very keen on saying, well, you should make new stuff to keep employing actors. So a repeat would take up a slot. So repeat wages for actors in those days, those were the days were actually very high. So it was actually worth making new programmes. So television was ephemeral and so therefore not needed. Doctor Who has been quite lucky because it sold abroad a lot. Other film prints were made after the videotapes were wiped and sent abroad. So a lot of other programmes have been less fortunate than Doctor Who. But no, there's loads of television from the 60s that we don't have because they never anticipated that people would want to watch old stuff at home.
Such as what? What are we missing? I'm hearing Dad's Army in my ear.
Dad's Army, there's only 2 or 3 missing from the first series. Lots of Z-Cars, so lots of socially real programmes. Lots of Z-Cars, lots of Dixon of Dock Green. Loads of stuff from the 1950s.
You could make this a shout-out, though, couldn't you? Because someone might
Never know.
Yes, if you have a film can, if you have a film can in your cupboard, please just check. And not just Doctor Who, also loads of comedy. Get in touch with, Film is Fabulous are the guys who have been doing this. And he was a man, basically, called John, who had this idea that all these old film collectors, because it's quite a solo pursuit, don't you know, were dying, and their collections, their relatives would just sort of go into their houses and chucking things away. And he had the idea that, you know, a lot of these haven't even been catalogued. These collectors sometimes don't know what they've got. The man who had these, his interest were waterways and railways, I think. He never even watched these episodes of Doctor Who. So he'd got these 2 golden nuggets they'd just been in a box of stuff that he was interested in.
It's like an eternal quest, isn't it? There will be other things that emerge. Nice to see you this morning. Thank you very much.
Nice to see you.
Toby Haydog, thank you.